Gundam.tk presents Gundam Zabanya. What's up again, everybody? Robert184, 2Rs2Bs, Gundam.tk, and I'm here to wrap up with my verdict of the high-grade Gundam Zabanya from the movie Gundam 00. Don't forget to check out the earlier parts for the deboxing parts and to see how good the mobile suit is. Let's kick off with some of the lesser points of this kit. Well, first of all, the looks for me are iffy. Now, you may love it, and it really does follow along the Dynames and Caradum line, but for me, it has too many pods slapped all over it, which is cool for the military sense, but if you have the Gundam without the extra weapons, I don't think this does much for me for looks compared to something like the Raphael Gundam. Next up, you're going to have weight issues with the back. That can be cheated around if you use the locks in their proper mechanism, but you're limited in what you can do with these unless you keep them in the exact spots that Bandai's designated. There's not really much that you can do with these, and since these are the focal point of the Gundam, you may have wanted a little bit more flexibility. Next up, falling off parts. Whenever I've done anything with this, small pieces have fallen off, and that goes back to the let's slap ammo packs and missile pods all over his body. Next up, why is there no stand? Because there's no stand, I mean, they're assuming that you're going to have a high-grade Caradum, which is a completely logical assumption. If you're going to buy this, you probably like the second season, bought that kit. So you've got it sticking around. That's a little bit disappointing in my case because I haven't. But then again, if I had the 1/100th Zabanya, I of course wouldn't come across the same problem because I'd already have my stand. So it's a problem for people like me, but probably won't be a problem for most people who already bought the 1/144th. But what about some of the good things? Well, first of all, it's the lineage. The 00 Gundam going from the anime, going from Season 1 to Season 2 to the movie, I think they've done a very good job. It went from giant shields to bits that shot off to, well, giant fence posts. But anyway, I think they've progressed, and especially when you see the firepower in the movie, they have progressed a long way. It's very unique. It's a unique design, and I like that, and it's got good colors. The white and the green, it works outside of the shape of the body and how stylized they go together, but otherwise the colors work for me. The posability, good enough. You can pull off most of the poses aerial-wise. I think you're going to be happy with it. It's going to pull off all the poses that you want to see on the box and everything that you might expect with fences on its back. The holsters work better than I expected. Of course, I complain a little bit about the 2-2-1 combination, but if you do some simple math, you can do those up as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10s, whatever you want. Of course, you'd have balance issues with 10 on a side. But anyway, whatever you want to do with it, you can. The lock mechanism works. I'm glad they had that. If they didn't have this, we'd have huge weight issues. As it is, there are some already, but I wish they had included more than 3. The head sculpt is a winner for me. It's got the good gimmick built into it just by putting those green pieces on the side, the antenna swept back with the yellow one on the front. All looks very good and very lock-on MS-ish. The rifles I'm a big fan of. They're deceptively simple in their design with the clear parts, the white stickers, the sight that pops up with a green seal on it. The pistols, less exciting, but for me the rifles do a very good job. But in the end, it comes down to, should you be buying this kit? And I'm going to say, if you cried manly tears when Lock-On died because his MSs and, well, the 2 Lock-Ons are too awesome, well, you should get it. At the end of the day, though, for me, this does not capture the power of the anime. And for me, that's the biggest criteria, is what I saw in the movie, in the show, or whatever. Does this recreate it? And for me, it doesn't, because they don't give you enough options with these. Now, that's something that I think a hypothetical 1/100th would fix. Now, here's the question. If we had a master grade, would there be 10 empty holsters? Would you get 10 GN Rifle 2s? That would be pretty crazy, especially whether you can use the Caradum stand if it was a 1/100th non-grade, but if there was a master grade, I'm sure it would get a unique stand. But anyway, I just wonder about the possibilities, and with master grade 00 Quanta on the way, what about these other suits? Are they possible? Anyway, whether you buy the 1/144th is up to you, but as always, let me know what you think of this review and the kit. Like if you do, don't if you don't, and stay tuned for lots more reviews. Don't forget you can see lots more reviews of the second season 1/100 suits. Hopefully there'll be a 1/100th review of this kit someday in the future too. Anyway, thanks for watching everybody. Stay tuned for lots more. Do I look that dated already? But now this is just getting ridiculous.